Your brain treats reading like heavy lifting. This frustrating mental block is not a personal failure, nor is it proof that technology has permanently ruined your attention span. The truth is much more fascinating. Your brain is constantly running a subconscious cost-benefit analysis on every single action you take. Your digital habits have quietly reprogrammed this inner calculator, shifting how you calculate the price of paying attention. Once you see how this invisible trade-off works, you will finally understand why doing nothing suddenly feels so incredibly difficult. When you find yourself staring at a page unable to focus, it is because your brain is actively trying to conserve its most precious resource, metabolic energy. This protective mechanism is called cognitive effort discounting, which is just a fancy way of saying your brain constantly weighs how much mental work a task requires against the immediate reward it promises to deliver. For thousands of years, your brain calibrated this value system slowly, matching the natural, gradual pace of your physical environment where rewards required actual labor. But recent neurological research reveals that digital media has introduced a silent, massive distortion to this internal scale, shifting your entire perception of difficulty. Every time you scroll through a short-form video feed, you receive a rapid burst of high-reward stimulation with absolutely zero mental effort required on your part. Your brain quickly adapts to this effortless stream of novelty by raising its baseline price for attention, meaning any task requiring deliberate thought suddenly feels incredibly taxing by comparison. It is the psychological equivalent of training your palate on pure, refined sugar. Suddenly, a naturally sweet apple tastes completely bland and unappealing to your senses. This explains why you feel mentally exhausted after a day of doing nothing but staring at a screen. But it leaves us with an even stranger puzzle. Why does your brain actively crave the very apps that make you feel so empty? To understand how this recalibration happens, cognitive scientists tracked how people make decisions when given a choice between simple mental tasks and highly demanding cognitive challenges. They discovered that heavy digital media users did not actually lose their raw intellectual ability, memory capacity, or logical processing power when forced to use them. Instead, when given a choice, these users consistently opted out of the challenging tasks, showing a dramatic, measurable aversion to any activity that required sustained concentration. The truly fascinating part of the data was that their brains were not physically damaged or depleted. They were making a highly calculated, subconscious choice. Because these participants spent hours in a digital environment where stimulation is instant, their internal calculators had redefined mental effort as a highly inefficient investment. Your brain is not losing its capacity to think deeply. It has simply run the numbers and decided that working hard for a reward is a waste of energy when a screen offers a reward for free. This constant cost-benefit analysis happens entirely beneath your conscious awareness, quietly dictating what you feel emotionally and mentally capable of doing in any given moment. But this subtle shift in your brain's internal economy has a dark, unintended consequence that quietly changes how you experience your entire life, even when you are far away from your phone. When your brain recalibrates to avoid mental effort, you do not just lose your ability to focus on long books, work projects, or deep conversations. You slowly lose your capacity for deep satisfaction. Real, lasting fulfillment is biologically tied to the sensation of overcoming a mental challenge, meaning that by constantly avoiding all cognitive friction, you accidentally lock yourself out of the very feelings of achievement you crave. You end up trapped in a state of comfortable boredom, where absolutely nothing is hard enough to feel demanding, but nothing is rich enough to feel genuinely rewarding. This explains why scrolling can make you feel so empty. You are feeding your brain a diet of pure convenience that starves your need for meaningful conquest. The real tragedy of the digital age is not that we are becoming less intelligent, but that we are slowly forgetting how good it feels to struggle through a difficult task and reach the other side. The next time you open an article and feel that familiar, heavy fog roll in, remember that your brain is just trying to take the easy way out. But if we let our screens decide what is worth our effort, are we slowly giving up our ability to choose what actually matters to us?